for the social, they are working for the rivers which are going to extinct. Amongst us to make you aware about the things is Mr. Dharmesh, right? And Mrs. Pratima and Miss Meena. They are associated with the Isha Foundation, took time and pain to attend over here to create an awareness amongst us about the good cause of rivers and their lifespan and how they are soon going to be extinct if we do not care for them. So that's what we not to take any much more time. I would like to request Mr. Dharmendra to take over the session, and they can carry out with their own things which they would like to show it to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So I myself am Dharmendra. We are volunteers with Isha Foundation. Have you heard of it? Yeah, Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev. And we have also conducted few Upayoga sessions at Rainbow also. And the present situation and the reason why I'm here right now is about our rivers. Could anybody name few rivers that you have seen in Nellore or you have come around? And some more rivers that you are aware of. So Kaveri, 2 states are fighting for Kaveri River and for the water, but they don't know how to preserve it and how to rejuvenate it. So we are just trying to exploit the minimal amount of water resources that we have, but nobody is thinking how to revitalize and how to rejuvenate them. There is this river Ganga. It has shrunk by hundreds of kilometers in the past decade, and so many other rivers which were perennial, without irrespective of season, they used to touch ocean throughout the year. But because of man's greed, they are not touching ocean for months together. These rivers were flowing in India for more than hundreds of years, and we just brought them to a very bad situation. They are not touching the ocean for months. So now Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev, who is the founder of Isha Foundation, has come up with a policy known as River Rejuvenation Policy. He has come up with so many points. They brainstormed so many things along with environmentalists, Ministry of Climate Change and other scientists. And they came up with this policy, and they want the government to pass a strong law where if followed in the next 15 to 20 years, we'll have 20% increase in the water level that we have right now. So for this law to be passed, we need so much support. See, we are a democratic nation. Unless people support, government can't do anything. Scientists come up with great ideas, but politicians, to implement a law, they need so much support. And Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev, he has been rallying across India from Kanyakumari to Haridwar and then to Delhi to submit this policy and see to that it is followed by every state in the nation, and especially the rivers which are flowing in crucial states like Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh. So he's driving by himself all through the 16 states, meeting so many people, covering 7,000 kilometers. Even recently he was at Nellore on September 12th, and now he's in Maharashtra. So we cannot join him in this rally. Like, we cannot go all the way to Kashmir or meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But here is what he suggests that we could do and help in spreading this awareness and show our support for this campaign. Now we will have a video in which he explains the situation of our rivers and the action that they are going to take and how we could support him. Okay? So now we'll see the video. Please orient yourselves towards the screen. Thank you.
Change your clothes. Only then I'll let you play a game.
No, Papa, we don't have much time, and I'm not taking your phone to play a game.
Then why do you want it?
Today I learned that our rivers are dying, and if we want to save them, we have to give a missed call on 80009 8009.
What? Rivers are dying?
Yes, Daddy. Our rivers are drying up. They are not even reaching to oceans for months. If it continues, by 2030, only 50% water will remain in rivers.
Okay, but how can you save rivers by giving missed calls?
You don't know, Daddy? Listen to what Sadhguru told us today.
How old are you?
10.
10. That means 2007.
2006.
2006. Born in 2006. By 2030, how old will you be?
24.
24. When you become 24 years of age, in India, only 50% of the water that we need for everybody's survival will be there. When you feel thirsty, is it nice? No. But it's beginning to happen. Nearly 40% of the river water is gone. And they expect that in another 20 years' time, 60% of it will be gone. Many rivers which were flowing for thousands of years now are flowing only in the rainy season. I must tell you, from the age of 12 to 17, every day I swam in Kaveri. And when I was 17, I rafted down Kaveri 163 kilometers for over 12 to 13 days. It was such an incredible experience. But today, if you go to Kaveri and try to raft, you'll get stuck in some rocks because there's not enough water. This must be understood clearly. People think because of water there are trees. No. Because of trees there is water. This is one thing you must understand. So, to get these rivers back, we want to do one thing. That is, we want to make sure on 1 kilometer on both sides, there are trees. If it's government land, forests. If it is farmers' land, horticulture and other tree-based farming. This means all of us should commit to consume at least 30% of our diet as fruits. If 30% of our diet comes from the trees, that is when farmer can grow the fruits and sell it to us, isn't it? So we are planning all this entire scheme of how to save the rivers, how to see that when you become old people after 100 years, yes? After 100 years, when you become old people, our rivers must be still flowing as it was flowing when I was a child. I want you to see that. If this has to happen, we need resolute political policy. They want to do the policy, but all of us people must support, isn't it? A democracy means what? All of us should support, only then they can do it, isn't it? So one thing I want you to do is, we will write one letter to the Prime Minister. From the school you write, but if you want to write your own letter also you can write. What goes from the school, all of you should put your signatures, okay? Why are we sending this? Not to pressurize him, but to tell him, for whatever action he has to take, we are all with him, supporting him. That's what democracy means, isn't it? Unless all of us support him, can he do anything useful? So we must support him, that's why Rally for Rivers. Shall we? So in the process of support, we are talking about just giving a missed call. You don't have a phone. Who has a phone in the family? Yes, you have to make sure they give a missed call. You know what's the number? Tell me. 8009 8009. Will you make sure all your parents, their friends and their friends and their friends, everybody who consumes water must make the call. Huh? Yes or no? Those who don't drink water at all, we will leave them. Everybody else who drinks water must support Rally for Rivers, isn't it? Shall we make this happen? Yes. Will it happen like that? You must roar like a river, huh? Otherwise a dried up river, yes. Huh? Like a river coming out in full force. Shall we make it happen? Yes! Good.
See, Daddy, rivers are dying. Do you know who also talked with us today?
Who?
Virendra Sehwag talked to us, Papa, and he said,
Dear children, this is Virendra Sehwag. All my life, it has filled me with a great joy to say that India is our motherland. Today our country is facing a big crisis. It is with a sense of deep pain and personal loss that I see that our rivers are disappearing. If we do not care about our environment and our rivers, in a way we are not caring about our nation. If we have to save our rivers, the youth of the country must lead the way. The time has really come. I hope all of you, especially the youth, will join the movement to restore our rivers. We always played like a team, that's how we won the World Cup. Here also we have to come like a team and rally for our rivers. Together we can make India win. Please join hands with me and let's rally for our rivers.
True, beta. We should support this campaign.
not only you and me, Papa, whole country should do this.
Bharatam Mahabharatam Ganga Narmada Punyatirtam Nadirashtrasya Mahaamritam Bharatam.
This is not a protest, nor is this an agitation. This is a campaign to raise awareness that our rivers are depleting. Everyone. When I say everyone, everyone who consumes water must rally for rivers.
I would like to tell thank you to all of you. Behalf of Rainbow, behalf of the friends over here at Rainbow, I would promise you people that we would definitely give a missed call, because who would not want to support for a good cause? And seeing Sir Sadhguru's face and his talk itself gives peace in our minds. And when we realize that he is putting a campaign like this, we would surely want to help, and we are thankful that we get this opportunity. So thank you so much.
We, students of Rainbow School, support Rally for Rivers.